Well, hello guys, hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, so we had a right good 2 sessions, didn't we, yesterday? So hopefully it will carry on. So the last question of yesterday was, did Diana and Charlie have a baby daughter removed after birth? Well, I was stunned to find out there was a yes there, but it didn't happen that way. So I have tried as well this morning. I mean, I've busted made over it. So I think I've come to something. But we'll see what the cards have to say. So see what the universe is telling us. So did Diana and Charlie have a baby daughter removed after birth? I keep getting yes all the time. I get it. It wasn't Charlie's, it's Diana's. Was Charles the father? No. Now we're getting a lot of stress and pressure. We are. Oh dear. This could look like it's coming out. Does William know? Yeah, and he knows it's coming out soon as well. Look at that, lies being told. Oh, it's coming out. Ooh, you hit on something. Right, okay. Who is the baby girl? Like, do we know her? Is she in public? Well, apparently we're going to be shocked. Absolutely shocked. Oh, this is a big problem for the monarchy. I'm tempted to ask if it was Meghan Markle. Can you imagine that? Don't take the piss, universe. Don't show me off. Don't embarrass me. Is Meghan Diana's daughter? No, Diana was part of an organisation. We've got anybody in the royal family that is that kind of age? Was this daughter born after Harry? It just doesn't feel real to me unless Diana disappeared for 9 months, and I can't imagine she did that. Right, well, that answers that question, okay. I'll tell you what I'll do, my lovely. I will do a full reading on that tomorrow, and I'll get right to the bottom of it as well. I mean, I don't know, I'm a bit surprised, actually. I mean, she's definitely had one. Okay, Charlie Kirk. Oh, you've got 2 biggies here, haven't you? 2 biggies. Why was Charlie Kirk's legs hanging out the car when it drove off? And was he killed inside the car or on way to hospital after allegedly being shot? Take care and thank you for your time. Why was Charlie's legs hanging out the window in the car? Well, I think they made a quick exit. So it was a rush, you know, and trying not to get people to see him. Look, this is all coming out as well. I know what you think, but it was... If you look on that video, go to the assassination, and the minute he's shot with the T-shirt going like that, basically... And I always said he wore a vest. They all said, no, he didn't wear a vest. I said he wore a vest. Because you'd need it. But anyway, so as he's shot, you just see this bloke push him off the chair, you know. Push him off the chair. Why would you push a guy who's been shot off the chair when you don't know where it's been hit or, you know, anything? So he's alive. Let's have a look. Is Charlie Kirk still alive? Absolutely. There you go. Is that with friends? Friends know who he is. I've told you now. Before that, Candice Owens knows about Charlie, that he's still alive. So I don't care what she's saying, because I know she's up to no good. She's up to no good. When I say she's up to no good, she's going to expose a lot of them. Yeah, celebrate, you know, he's still alive. And that's why Erica believes is fine with it, you know. She can't fake that that upsetment, that guttedness, that grief. She can't fake it. Because probably she's never experienced it. You can watch on telly, you can watch the films and everything, but still, she just marches on. But I think she definitely knew that Charlie was going to be shot. How does Charlie Kirk see Erica? Just someone not keeping the word. So I've got Trump and I've also got JD Vance as well. So I probably don't like how he's seeing her. Does Charlie love Erica? Are they in a loving relationship still? No, death card. It's all changed. So up to the point of agreeing it and planning it, they would have been okay together. But I think afterwards, seeing what Erica's been up to, I don't know, she's going to cause problems. It'll be relieved, and she'll also lash out at Trump, because I did a reading on it and I know. So he didn't die on the way to hospital. He didn't die in hospital. In fact, I don't even think he made it to a hospital. Did they fly him out straight away? No, they had to wait. They had to wait. I don't know why, but I'm something like cause of death, or, you know, an autopsy. Was he taken in a car to somewhere? Is he an army base around there? Did he go to an army base? Oh, dear me. Absolutely he did. Absolutely he went to an army base. When will Harry be back in the UK and with his children? When? When will he be in the UK with his children? He won't. You won't see him at all, you know. He's saying he was making out that he wanted security and everything, so he don't get his security, so he can't bring his babies because he's already made a statement of fact. Not that keeping to his word, you know, something that he does regular. So I don't think that they will. Not at this point. He's got no intention of bringing their children. I'd really like to know the significance of last night's blood moon and the following prophesized 30 days. I'm curious. Oh, so am I now. Let's have a look. What's the significance, please, to the blood moon? Oh, you're not really going to like this. So, spilt milk. Wasting time fretting over a situation. I think it's something to do with just like maybe an eclipse or something. Just the way I'm getting the way it's positioned. Yeah, it just says you're wasting your time. So I think very little significance, you know, literally with in the sky, but I suppose people will take it as a sign, a symbol. And I ain't got a clue what was prophesied, but it just says it's out of our control. So it's as if it does something regularly, maybe. First time I've heard of a blood moon. Yeah, unfortunately, there's little significance. Well, KC3, see Prince George's majority. I don't know what she's saying here, so I'm sorry, guys. Universe, can you answer a bit for now? Will you answer a question? Yes or no? Will KC see Prince George's majority? I want to say it's a bit too young. Pay what you are. And protect you. So I don't know what majority you mean, but I would say, again, it's too young. And then I'm getting instability here, so I think no is the word, no. It's as if he would plan to do something, but then something else happens. Protect what's yours. Broken plan, broken plan. That's not the question. That's not the question. That's not the question. I wonder if you've got majority wrong. Well, King Charles, see, King George's majority. No. But I do see someone who knows what they're doing, if that's any help. So that could probably be William. We're getting broken plans, so I wonder if things have to change. You know, there must be a change coming. So if Charles is unfortunately not with us, then he would do. But I'm just saying, too young yet, and then I get like George being an older man, like a young man. Maybe he can't be there in person, so is there in some other capacity, whether he's watching or indeed passed over. So the answer to that, I would say on the whole, it's a no. I've been having this debate with my husband since forever. Who built the pyramids of Giza, and possibly how? I believe it was the Atlanteans using ancient knowledge of filling blocks, but he says otherwise. Would really love to know. Thank you as always. Okay, I was right. Is Danny right? Danny's right. Well, this was slavery, okay? You got heartache here and torment as well. So these wasn't free people. And I don't mean three, I mean free, F-R-E-E. There wasn't free people at all. It was blood. Many, many people died building these. There'll be blood in the stone and, yeah, made with stone. Was the husband right? No. At least you know now, yeah. Tell him to wait a while, but, you know, it will. We will all find out the truth one day. It'll be in your lifetime as well. Unhealthy. Yeah, people died. So I get injuries, I get breathing. So did Atlanteans use ancient knowledge of filling blocks to do this? No. Making out they knew what they was doing, but they didn't. Where did all the ideas come from, you know, the knowledge to build the pyramids? Higher ups, you know, communication, battle to be won, so maybe there was some kind of war. I get a powerful young man, so a ruler. You wouldn't want to cross him, but I wouldn't say he was evil, truly evil. He had you know, a purpose in mind. I had a thought on this the other week, actually, and I wondered if they'd built it from the top to the bottom. So let's have a look. Did they build it from the top to the bottom? Don't know yet. Decision not made. Something not realised. I kind of feel like we've got it back to front. Don't know yet. So they didn't know what they was doing. So was they creating the pyramids? Did that just came by chance, or an accident, or a mistake? So was it made in separate pieces, like top, middle, bottom? Was it made like that, universe? No, didn't want to take risks. So that would be that maybe they don't want to move it twice. I'm definitely onto something with their 3 levels, okay? So I don't, for some reason, I know it sounds crazy, but I think it was built from the top to the bottom, at least with a shell anyway. Will Islam Muslims take over our country, and will Sharia law be allowed? They're already here. They're already taking over. Let's have a look. Will they? We asked this question in another one. It wasn't good news. Will Islam Muslims take over our country, and will Sharia law be allowed? So I've got a woman here who's usually, so it's a Queen of Wands reversed. That's usually Raina. Is it Raina? No. Okay. I'm getting bad for women. Bad for women. Yes, I know. Will they take over our country, and will Sharia law be allowed? I'm getting just arguing and competition. Oh, fighting. Oh, dear me. I think us women are going to feel like we're not safe or feel threatened. So they're going to start picking on the women. I mean, they're picking on them now, but what I'm saying is they're going to try dictating to our women. Us women. So it doesn't really give me much here, but I am getting somebody fighting for us, okay? So can I ask then, will Islam Muslims start being sent home? Oh, now that's good. That's good. I've got progress here. Progress on shipping them out. You know, there's a lot of arguments recently that I've seen about English, British, Benabib. Oh, he's only... Listen, I know what's wrong with him, okay? He's bothered because I don't know whether he's Indian or Pakistani or wherever, and he thinks he's in the majority club that will be sent back, and that's why he feels so threatened. He's seen his ass. It's disgusting. Honestly, it really is, okay? You got to see it for yourself with his messages and his the way he's speaking to people and going on shows. You know, he's riding off Restore Britain. So at the end of the day, you want to vote for Advance, I'd vote. You know, vote. You want to vote for Restore, vote for Restore. But he's just going on. You don't... What an unfair situation to put us in, saying that, we'll split the vote if we want to vote Restore. I'm telling you now, I've got some choice words, and one begins with F and the other one ends in F as well. So I think they're going to, there'll be deals being done. So you'll see Labour have to do something. Will Labour start now sending illegals back? And that's what I mean. There's a difference, okay, between Islam and extremism. They're not the same. There's been Muslims in our country for decades, centuries. Are you English or are you British? I'm still trying to work that out. Well, I speak English, so does that make me English? We have a full English breakfast at a cafe. Is that for the British? Honestly, they're just... I see Britain as being all over, so Ireland, Scotland, Wales, Isles of Wight even, although I'm not sure about that one, but, and that England is just England, without all these islands. So when people ask you, you get a British passport, and on all the forms now, they don't ask you if you're English, they ask you if you're British. I believe Prince William and Catherine and their children are in danger. Will they be okay? Are they in danger? Oh yes, we're getting death threats. But also, as well, is that Four of Swords Catherine's card? No? Okay. Yes or no? Is that card for Catherine? So we've got two no's there, so she's not ill. What about William? One of them's ill. Is William ill? No. So I think what this is saying is they'll be okay maybe until the funeral, and then after that I would seriously, have my security up. In fact, I'd say do it now, do it now. Where will this attack come from? Where do these death threats come from? Loans, people in our own country, loans, yeah, look at that, people who think they know better. So probably fans of Meghan and Harry's. Loans, that's what they are. And don't forget, I know many of you always have in the back of your mind about Meghan saying she's only a plane crash away from obviously being a king or queen. I'll tell you what, Keir Starmer gets called a wanker in all his songs and everything, everywhere he goes. But Meghan, so he's allowed to carry on, so to speak. But with Meghan and Harry, that wouldn't be it at all. Nobody would be happy. No one would accept them neither. So they'll be okay for now, but I think, they've got a lot on. They've got Catherine's illness. They've got King Charles's situation. You've got Harry and Meghan as well. I just feel like it's all a bit much. It's the reason why Starmer does not stop the boats, because the EU have told him that if he does that or leaves the ECHR, they will refuse any possibility of allowing the UK to re-enter. Okay, is that the reason? No, it's because Starmer's weak. Okay, he can argue, but he just can't say no. He can't say no. Can we have the Chagos? Yes. Can we have Gibraltar? Yes. Can we have this? Yes. Can you put up a million immigrants a year? Yes. Will you not stop them? Yes. They see Starmer as weak, and they're all they just see him as weak. He can't say no. I mean, that little charade with the bloody the body rubbing. He was warning Starmer. You see, the Muslims voted Green as a warning shot to Labour, so they weren't going to give a seat to Reform because they don't want reforming. And all of your other parties, are strong enough yet. So that's why they went to the Green. They was giving a message, giving him their finger, this is what we'll do to you if you don't do this. So what did the guy say to him, who was talking and rubbing shoulders with Starmer Universe? Yeah, wasn't very nice. Wasn't very nice. You didn't see Starmer smiling. You saw him squirming. Okay, this is what we can do. This is what we can do. Need a lip reader on that, don't we? New Zealand is known for its very frequent earthquakes. The last major alpine fault rupture was in 1717 and is expected about every 300 years. There is a 75% chance it will move in the next 50 years. It's expected to have devastating effects on the South Island and lower North Island. Are you able to give warnings on this, when this will occur? And possible changes to the landscape of New Zealand and how this will affect major cities. Okay, so are they due one in the next 5 years? Oh, I can see it being in like in the next 5 years, people will be asked to leave, you know, to leave the homes for a bit. Okay, how? What's the severity of it? Enough to want people to be told to leave, to get out, to get your stuff. Is someone going to do this intentionally? So I don't know what's next here for a country, but there's something around there as well. So maybe something starts in one place and then affects your place. Focus elsewhere, focus elsewhere. So I'm not even so sure, because I'm getting it starts somewhere else. Okay, so the point of origin is probably not New Zealand. It'll be whoever's next door to you. Okay, well, what should they do? Well, I kind of feel like, so Ten of Pentacles reversed is like picking up the pieces, you know. So it's like it comes without warning. Some earthquakes, you feel like a tremor or two before, or a bit of activity. Is that how it works? Will there be a bit of activity before a full-on quake? So does the activity come to an end without a major blowout? So I don't know where they get 1717 from. I mean, that's a long way back, isn't it, to prove you won't have a newspaper. So this is coming from what people have said and passed down. So I do feel like, you know, it's not exactly the truth that you've been hearing. However, and I feel like there's a bit of scaremongering as well. I see activity, but I don't see a devastating impact, okay? And they've said that in the 5 years, so something must happen in the 5 years, and then we learn something else for later down the line. Will there be changes to the landscape of New Zealand, and how will it affect major companies, cities? The universe is, you know, sending you support, okay? Support and reassurance. It's not a bad card to have at all. Queen Victoria bought Balmoral for herself and stayed there for ages after Prince Albert died. And that's Karen X. So I don't know if you're telling me or you're asking a question. Let's have a look. Queen Victoria bought Balmoral. Yes. She was obsessed with it as well. I don't know if Queen Victoria likes a bit of I don't know. What did bloody... So I'm going back to Grandad's and Nana's and older than that. Didn't they used to have something in a tin and put it to the nose? Because I'm kind of feeling like that. I don't know. Did she go mad as well? I'm getting a bit mad. So I think when she bought it, she was being her own worst enemy. So maybe she bought it because she didn't want somebody else to have it, or yeah, kind of feel like that. It was bought not out of love, but for something else, even necessity. That she was angry. Did she have to go stay there a lot? I am getting obsessed with it. It's like she won't come out. I have a question about Prince Louis. Please don't think I'm a hater. I'm the opposite and love Waleses. However, Louis seems to act differently from his brother and sister when they were at his age. Is Louis just too full of energy, or is something not quite right with him? Let's have a look. It's because he's the youngest, okay? Don't want to do as he's told, gets told off as well. Even though he's young, he's still behaving and hanging round with older siblings as well. So there's part of him that wants to be grown up, okay? But then obviously mentally, understanding wise, is not able. So he doesn't see why the rules have to apply to him. He doesn't understand why he has to do things like his sister and brother, or even that he can't do these things, okay? Because I'm telling you now, I've got a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, and that 2-year-old does everything that the 4-year-old does, and she wants it. If he's got this, she wants it. If he if he wants to go on a slide, that's for bigger kids. She wants to do it as well. So I think he's okay. Younger blood size, bless him, and he's just a mess. He's just very energetic as well. So I can understand that, but there'll be leeway there as well because he's the youngest, and so you've got like the equivalent of Charles and Anne for George, and what's her name? Charlotte. That's it, Charlotte. And I think they're not as strict with Louis because times have changed, as well. So there is an understanding there. But yeah, it's just, I love him as well. We all love him, don't we? But I know people say, oh, he could be like Harry, he could be like Harry. Listen, he will be nothing like Harry, okay? He'll be nothing like him. I wonder what his school reports are like, honestly. But I love a child like that, I think they're strong, they're brave, they're courageous, they want to break their rules, they question authority, they challenge you. And then I've got other kids that don't. I've got 2 grandchildren, 2 other ones who don't do that. They just go along with everything, whereas the youngest, she's into everything and wants to know everything as well. So don't worry. And no, we know you're not a hater. I'll have to say, other people have asked me before, who is pulling Starmer's strings and whose puppet is he? Thank you. Well, he's obviously hiding stuff. You got the, what is it? Star Reverse. So he's just trying to keep these things down. Who owns him? I say China and Russia. I definitely say them both, okay? It's more for them 2 than he is anything else. So is Russia pulling Starmer's strings? Oh my God, yes. But they're not, it's not like they're pulling his strings. They think he's a waste of space, actually. So Starmer's not doing anything powerful for Putin. Putin's just standing back and watching him. Is China pulling Starmer's strings? Dear. Enforced isolation, so it's like, don't come near us, don't come near us. I wonder if he actually feels on his own between these two parties. Does Starmer feel on his own between these two parties? He does, but not that way, not for that reason, not for that reason. Is this to do with the free Ukrainians? Absolutely. You know, his family, his family, his family. Okay, show me who Starmer is most afraid of, who's pulling the strings, okay? I need details and an image, please. Full reversed and full here. So I wonder if that's the Zelensky mob. Is it to do with Zelensky mob? Yeah, and 3 others as well. So you got Ukraine, France, you got China, and Russia. So Zelensky wanted more money and he wanted more boots on the ground. What does China know about the Ukrainian boys? No. What does China know about Starmer? That's so bad and we don't. Stuff with the embassy, stuff with this, stuff with Chagos, stuff, you know, Gibraltar. He's firmly up China's ass. What does Putin know about Starmer that we don't already know? I'm getting great news here. Okay, so over the next few weeks, they're doing something. Is this to do with voting? No, thank God for that. What would be happening in the next 8 weeks? What does he know? Does he know that? What does he know? So Starmer's doing something for him that makes him feel happy. Emails, loads of them. How does Starmer feel about Putin? Don't trust him. No, because he knows he's got the goods over him. How does Starmer feel about China? Oh, yes. Trying to get deals through and everything. So, you know, even though Starmer's got history with Russia, he doesn't like the fact that he's got power over him. So what I've noticed about Starmer is he doesn't do well on his own. He always talks as well like he's got a bunged up nose, doesn't he? Always the same. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, oh yeah, so he's a group guy, okay? So when he was in Labour, he's got a group. When he was with China, he's got a small group. When he went to court, he's got a group. He's got other solicitors. He's got a judge, you know, someone keeping him in line as well. And he hasn't got that here, so he's just gone free reign, full on, you know, full on devil. Hi BFP, hope your husband is recovering well. Oh, bless him. I don't feel sorry for him. He couldn't even open a can of opener because the full lot's gone. Full lot's gone. And the other one is dead. So they said, oh, he might ask for it to be amputated as well, and then he's got a broken wrist, so I don't know. I keep sending him out the house with fake jobs to do, you know. Oh, can you go to town for me? Why don't you pop into town and get me this? Well, I've done it a couple of times and I've got away with it. He doesn't seem to know what I'm doing, but if he watches this, he knows. He will. Okay, I wanted to know how William does. I wanted to know, does William really have a secret sister? And if so, why is she hidden? Oh, well, we've just done that and I've said I'm going to do another, but, you know, why is she hidden? Because they thought it was for the best. So she's not Charles's son. She's not Charles's daughter. I suppose Charlie Boy could hardly criticise Diana anyway, which I will ask in a full reading tomorrow, because he's got a kid and all. And as Diana's brother had a part in her death, did Diana's brother play a part in her death? I believe so. Yeah, look at that. Upset three-way situation. So you got Mossad, him, and Diana. What was the connection to Mossad with Charles Spencer? He's an evil bastard, I tell you. He really is. Everything. I don't go in on people unless I absolutely have this gut feeling, you know, that you can't shut me up about it. He's an evil git. Okay, so what was the connection to Mossad with Charles Spencer? Greed, money, secrets, information. It's all coming out. There you go. Now, I don't know if this was Andrew or Charles. Are you showing me Andrew? No. Is it King Charles? No. Am I looking at Spencer? Because this is his card as well. Is this Spencer? Yeah. Oh, bloody hell. Works for him. Still does, probably, you know. Works for him. He'll have been doing stuff, you know, giving information. He'd get information as well because, well, he had his own high, powerful people as well around him. So, definitely it was him. Did Charles Spencer tell Mossad where Diana was going to be? No. No, he didn't tell her. Somebody else did. And please tell us Harry won't get his foot back in the door. Will Harry get his foot back in the door to the royal family? So he'll never return it fully, but peace will be made later down the line. I know people don't like to hear this, but you know it's true. And Harry will come back, but he will live in America with his 2 children. And at that point, I do not see Meghan about. You cannot have Harry anywhere near the royal family or even a friendship. You can't go anywhere near him while his spiteful, vindictive wife is on the scene. But the minute she goes, fine, because it's quite clear she was a driving force in all of this as well. So I'm not saying that he's not to blame, because he is, and he'll have to take accountability. But right now, I feel that once Meghan's gone, been offed, she has to be gone, been off, that he will be not seen too much as a threat, because then Harry becomes needy and needs the royal family more as well. But there's always a chance that Harry could find somebody else like Meghan, you just don't know, do you? And when will we get our free speech back? When will we get our free speech back? I'm kind of thinking within 5 years. That's a long time, isn't it? I mean, to an extent, we've got freedom of speech, as long as we don't use the names, or hide the content, or if we're telling stories as well. But, free speech isn't about being able to slag somebody off online and say what you like and evil things. That's not free speech, that's bullying. So, to an extent, I mean, it's just the government that are pinpointing, aren't they? You can't say out about this, you go to prison as well. No, that is very, very dangerous. But again, we've got to look at what we're actually writing. I've always said this, and I'll say it to any troll, who thinks differently. But if you can't say that to my face without breaking the law, then you shouldn't be saying it at all. Not on Facebook, not on anywhere. And the problem is certain people spoil it for the rest of you. They get on, they're vile. I mean, just look at the Sussex squad, and they're still allowed to carry on. It's disgraceful, okay? And people like that, really, they should be going to prison, okay? They should not be allowed whatsoever to do some of them things. But yeah, I've always said, if you can't say it to my face in front of me, then don't bother saying it at all. So to an element, we have got free speech. I know people have been sent to prison for saying things as well. But that's the prison situation. That's the law, how they interpret it, what instructions there was given. We're being bullied from our government, okay, into not saying this, not talking about that, not repeating that word, and that is what the government are doing. And I think, we toe the line, or, I mean, having commentary on somebody, okay, is not classed as bullying, and should not be classed as not being able to have free speech. But, I don't know, there's a fine line, so I think, we feel left out. People will just stop talking about things. That's what they want. They'll stop talking about things. And when are things going to improve in the UK for us all financially? Yeah, I'd like to know that and all. When are things going to improve in the UK financially? So I kind of feel like at the moment, all we're barraged with is the shit things. So like how pensioners lost their fuel allowance, how you weigh the benefits thing is going up and up and up. Well, I can't say that people I see that are close to me, I'm pointing that way, well, yeah, for my neighbour, I can't see that improving. I can't see any improvement. She's a whisking as well. It's bloody hard, isn't it? And shopping for cheap priced. Well, even I've gone on to the cheaper version of coffee. I'm well pissed off about that. Yeah, everything, inflation is going through the roof. So when will it get better? Well, it will in one way it does improve, but in another way, all you hear is the bad stuff about it as well. I mean, I told you that Reevesy is going to raid the pension pot. I think we've got more trouble ahead. Then you've got the oil prices. Then we're running out of gas. You know, it's all shit news designed to keep you anxious. Why do these leaders want us to be so powerless and anxious? Because they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. This is bad design. They want us, you know, lower than low. Why though? Well, because, I don't know, maybe it gives them some kind of energy, you know, it's the way they want us, like, you know, despair, helpless, making it so you can't move, making it so that in COVID, you was grateful for an extra 200 quid or something for your wages, you know, if you were self-employed, which my husband was at the time. Oh, it was awful, but that's the way they want us. And why? Because we're easier to control. There must be a bigger plan than that. Right, okay, I'm going to stop there. I grab myself a coffee and then I'm coming straight back, guys, okay? Okay, bye now. Bye-bye.